everybody, welcome back to another video with ElectraSoul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual bitch putting everybody on. What I intend to do is to teach people that God and Jesus and the universe coexist as one. Now today in this video, guys, this is gonna be a little bit controversial considering I already made a video on like intrusive thoughts and all that stuff, but this video today is gonna be a point made on something that I saw on Twitter, something that changed my mind entirely because bitch, period, the fuck, this is definitely the truth, and that is why you should not be giving your thoughts a label, so to say that they can be intrusive, invasive, repetitively negative, whatever it is. But do not give your thoughts that are intrusive a label to say that they are intrusive. Do not give them a label because they do not deserve a label. Now I'm gonna get into this and I'm gonna start right now because bitch, I wanna get to talking. So now that we're in, let's get to talking about this because guys, now knowing this simple little step that to me, I was like, okay, this is definitely something that I wanna pick up on. I need y'all to know for yourselves as well that giving any kind of thing within this reality a label is you giving it importance, is you giving it a place to stay, okay? So technically speaking, an intrusive thought is a thought that just comes in that you don't want. Maybe it's completely opposing everything that you want. For example, let's say that you're affirming for a new dog. I have a new dog, I have a new dog, I have a new dog, all that stuff. But then suddenly in your mind, you get an intrusive thought that says,
you don't have a new dog, you don't have anything, pets don't like you, dogs hate you.
All that shit, right? They're all thoughts that you don't like, that don't align with you, and that you don't want, okay? So upon hearing that thought for yourself, you're gonna say, ugh, another intrusive thought, get the fuck out, all that stuff, right? I completely get having an intrusive thought, like what it is and how it comes and all that stuff, but let me just say right now that you saying, ugh, another intrusive thought is you giving it a space to say, okay, I'ma fuck with this bitch because now she's giving me importance, I'm known as an intrusive thought, and now that hoe feeling hella mighty because it feels important now. It feels like it has a place to stay within your life. That is why I'm here to tell y'all today to not give any kind of thought that comes in a label to say, this is an intrusive thought, this is a thought that I don't want, a negative thought. Do not identify with it. Do not identify with it. Now I'm gonna read y'all the tweet in which I was educated to not be putting labels on this kind of shit, especially the things that you don't want because you don't want them, okay? So the thread is from DreamGirl2221 on Twitter. What she said was, it shouldn't be called intrusive/negative thoughts, a thread. So ever since states clicked for me, I had this epiphany. Basically, when we call a thought intrusive versus just a random thought, it gives it power in the negative, period. Yes, it does. Like, oh my goodness. That is why I always tell y'all to never fight with your thoughts and to instead ignore them, because you fighting with them is you giving them some sort of importance. If you're fighting with your negative thoughts, you're making them real by fucking fighting with them. Ignore the fuck out of them. They're not real. They're not real. They're not meant to be there, so then don't give them a place to stay. That's why alongside this, you are not supposed to be reacting to the 3D, because you reacting does what? It solidifies the fact that things are not the way that you want them to be within the 3D. And that's why it's so important that you're ignoring the 3D, not reacting to it, because none of it is real unless you allow it to be real. And the way that you allow it to be real is by stating, oh my god, shit is not working out. Look at my 3D reality. Things are not the way that I want them to be. Okay, well then you just said it for yourself. You gave the 3D a place to say,
things are not going to work out for you because it's not meant to. I don't want it to. It's not going to because I said so.
And then it's not going to work out because you gave that thing in the 3D enough importance to say it's not going to work out because you said that I'm not going to work out. Just like that. And that's why the same thing goes for an intrusive thought. If you are calling these thoughts intrusive, invasive, negative, all that stuff, it is going to be that way for you because you said that it is and that's it. Because you said that it is and that's it. So then don't give the negative thoughts a place to say, this is a negative thought, things are bad, things are not working out, because they will remain that way. Do not give them that level of importance as the main character to be able to say that to you, because you do not want this shit to affect you in any way, shape, or form. They are not meant to affect you. You are meant to be above that, and you choose to only experience positive thoughts because that's what you want and that's it. Well then anyway, here's another part of the thread. What it says here is, I can have a thought that I'm Lee No from Stray Kids. I'm not calling it an intrusive thought or a negative thought. It's just a random fleeting thought that'll go away. I don't identify with it. You are not every single thought you have. Choose with what you identify with. Choose with what you identify with. If you don't want to identify as living in the reality in which you don't get everything that you want because these negative intrusive thoughts are all fucking you up and everything, because if you're over here focusing on all the negativity that you're thinking about, all the intrusive thoughts that you're experiencing, how do you expect for things to work out in your favor if you keep giving these thoughts a place to stay within your life? They are just random thoughts that you do not identify with because you choose not to. This is an extremely good point because guys, I did realize myself after reading this thread that every single time I have a negative or intrusive thought, as fuck. I never ever say to myself, ugh, another negative thought, another intrusive thought, whatever the fuck, because I know that if I do, I'm giving it a place to stay within my life by saying, you're a negative thought, here's the energy that you need. Because I am not giving it a place to stay by saying to myself, ugh, here we go again with the negative thoughts, all that shit. They're gonna keep on coming back because I'm giving them my energy. That's why I always ignore all this shit. That's why I tell y'all as well to ignore anything that does not align with you. That's why it's so important that anytime you are using the law of assumption, which is always, you are firming and persistent within getting what you want for something, right? You should never say to yourself, oh my god, the negative thoughts are back, intrusive thoughts are back, don't want to be thinking these things, then choose not to think them. If you don't want to be thinking these things, choose not to think them. The way that you choose not to think them is by saying, I get everything that I want, everything works out in my favor, nothing in this world can take me away from what I want. If I want it, I got it and that's it. It's just a thought, let it go away. It's just a thought, let it go away. It's not real. It's not real. It's not fucking real. Tell yourself that it's not real because it absolutely is not real unless you allow it to be real. Something that I always say as well because this is very important to know. Nothing in this world is solid, set in stone, real, none of that shit. Just like I explained in my last week's video, everything in this world can be shifted at all times, anytime that you want. So with that being said, what makes you think in general that you having a negative thought is enough to bring you down? Why would that be enough to bring you down unless you allow it to be enough to bring you down? And it can be, honestly. You already know anything is possible. So if you say that this negative thought's gonna take me down a notch, it might as well take you down a notch because you're allowing for it to. So you're not going to allow it to by not giving it that much importance to say, this is a negative thought that can affect me. Absolutely not. What you're going to say instead is, does not exist, not real, I get everything that I want, everything works out in my favor, I am the main character and so everything will always work out in my favor because I say so and that's it. Do not even look towards the negative thoughts. No intrusive thoughts. Nothing in this world can take you down unless you allow it to, and that's it. That's all you need to know for yourself, really. If you don't give a label to the negativity that you're experiencing, it cannot affect you because you are ignoring it. Ignoring it is all that you need in order for you to get everything that you want, because ignoring it is not giving it your energy or attention or anything that is valuable to you. If you are giving something as valuable as your energy to something that you don't want to be experiencing within your life, how can you expect for that thing to not run with your energy and take advantage of it? How can you expect for that to not happen? It is just like dating a super toxic person. If you are giving this toxic person the energy and the love that you have for yourself to this toxic ass being, and you're labeling this person as hella toxic, that toxic person is going to run with your energy because you're giving it your energy. First, remove the toxic ass person by not giving them your energy. Do not look at them anymore. Do not talk to them anymore. Do not give them the love that you have been giving them for the longest time anymore because they don't deserve it. Simply because they don't deserve it. You see, you choose to not give them everything that you have inside of you because you don't want them to affect you to that point. And so with you backing up and not giving them all that you have, how can they continue to affect you? They can't. They're gonna get bored of you. They're gonna get tired. They're not gonna want to keep bothering you because they know that they can get nothing out of it. And so with that being said, you're completely free from this toxic person because now they're gone. Now they're completely gone. But that's also the thing. And that's the same thing with the thoughts. Don't give them the importance to say
a toxic ass thought that I don't want to be thinking about.
All that shit because now you have this little thing that you're worried about. Nope. If you just say it's something that I just rather not deal with. Goodbye. Just like that. It's easily gone. Simply because it's a thought that you are experiencing but that you are not identifying yourself with. This is not who you are. This is not what you want to experience. This is not meant to be within your reality, and so it won't be because you choose that it's not, and that's it. It'll have no other choice but to leave you alone because you keep deciding for yourself this is just something that you're choosing not to deal with because you don't want to. Not because it's a negative or intrusive thought, but because you just simply don't want to deal with it. Goodbye. Very random thought. Don't really care about it. Does not exist for me. Don't really care. Goodbye. And that's it. It is gone because you choose for it to be gone, and that's it. It's completely gone out of your life because you want it to be gone, because you don't want to deal with it, because you know that giving it a label or any kind of importance is going to make it more effective in your life, something that you don't want. If you don't want shit to be effective, don't allow them to be effective. And that's why you should also be hella focusing on the thoughts that you do want, like all the positive thoughts that you have, because having all these positive thoughts is a positive thing for you. That's a positive thing for you to be associating yourself with. You thinking to yourself, I'm that bitch, I'm the baddest, I'm the main character, I get everything that I want, all that stuff. You saying to yourself, ooh, I love the positive thoughts that I'm having, things are working out so good, I love the feeling that I'm having, this feels so good to me, my thoughts are all good, I'm always radiating on a good level, all that stuff, you feel me? Bitch, you've identified yourself with the positivity, so the positivity will have no other choice but to continue being consistent within your life because you're giving it a label, you're giving it a place to stay, you're giving the leverage that it needs in order to be consistent within your life. And so with that being said, you've now identified yourself with the positivity, so the positivity will only continue to occur within your life. You want the positivity, affirm for the positivity, energy and know that that's meant for you because that's what you want. Because that's what you want, because you said so, and that's it. Nothing negative can affect you unless you allow it to affect you. Nothing in this world can touch you unless you allow it to touch you. If you don't want things to be bad, then don't allow them to be bad. If you want things to work out just the way that you want them to, allow them to, because that's what you want, and that's it. Your life is meant to be good. Your life is meant to be prosperous. Your life is meant to be positive in the best way because you want it to be, and that's it. That is it. There's no way that you can lose unless you're giving your energy to shit that you don't want to be dealing with. Now reacting to the 3D might not even just go for reacting to physical things around you. It's also reacting to your thoughts. Don't think about how all these negative thoughts are coming in, pouring in, bringing you down a notch, making you feel like shit, all this stuff that you don't want to be dealing with because you don't want to be dealing with them. If you know that you are above it, which you are, there's no way that you can't win. There's literally no way that you cannot win unless you say that you cannot win. Like literally, unless you say that you cannot win. And so you want to win? Then allow yourself to win by saying that you are winning in this very moment because you choose to win in this very moment because you want to. And that's it. That's it. Negative thoughts do not deserve a place within your life. Intrusive thoughts do not deserve a place within your life. Do not give them the place to stay rent fucking free because they want to, because they're here, because they do. No, they don't do anything unless you allow them to do anything. You are much stronger and better than you give yourself credit for, and I know that y'all already know this. I know that y'all give yourselves the credit that you deserve, but I'm just saying, you have to really always fucking remember your place in this world. Nothing in this world can affect you as much as your own thoughts. Nothing. And that's why it's so important that you're on top of them, thinking about only the best things in life and knowing that nothing in this world can negatively affect you unless you allow it to. If you don't want things to negatively affect you, do not allow them to. Do not fear these negative thoughts. Do not fear anything, because nothing in this world can take your energy unless you are adamant about the fact that they will be taking your energy because they're negative, because they're full of fear, because they're pessimistic, whatever. They can only have that label if you give them that label. Do not give them that label if you don't want them to have that kind of energy or space within your life, guys. I'm being so serious. There are too many damn times that I think we as a collective in the past, because bitch, this does not happen anymore because revision. But yeah, let's say that we did have a negative thought. We would identify ourselves with it. We'd say, I'm having another negative thought again. Oh my God, the intrusive thoughts just won't stop. All that shit, right? What do you think you're doing to yourself when you say things like this? You are making it harder for yourself to relax and enjoy within having what it is that you want because you keep reacting to the reality, the fake ass negative reality around you by saying to yourself, these negative thoughts are affecting me, my intrusive thoughts are affecting me, I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. Do not give your energy to things that do not fucking deserve you. You wouldn't give your energy to a bum, would you? You wouldn't give your energy to a bully, would you? You wouldn't give your energy to someone who's playing you, would you? Absolutely not. You are not supposed to be doing that, and so you won't, because these things do not deserve a place to stay within your life. You are too powerful for this. You are too good for this. You are on top of your shit. Do not allow space for anything to screw you over royally because you're allowing them to. Just like with the bully shit, that's another great example. If someone's bullying you, they're only gonna continue to bully you if you're giving them your attention. If you're like, leave me alone, and then they fucking bop you down, bro, like what do you think's gonna happen? They're gonna keep coming back to bop you up, bitch, every single day because you're fighting back, because you're giving them your energy. Yeah, maybe if you beat their ass for the one time, they'll leave you alone. That's you reacting to the 3D or changing the 3D. But in this case, you ignoring them completely, not exist, not exist, not exist, they are going to leave you alone because you are not giving them your energy. They're gonna get bored of you. They're not gonna want to mess with you anymore. They're gonna be like, this bitch is untouchable. Nothing affects her. Yup, absolutely right. Nothing affects me because I said so and that's it. Nothing affects you because you said so and that's it. Because you said so and that's it. Nothing can affect you because you said so and that's it. So the negative, intrusive thoughts cannot affect you unless you allow them to affect you. And so then do not allow them to affect you because they are not destined to affect you. You are much better than this shit. Y'all already knew that though. Y'all already knew that though. Be on top of your game. Be on top of your thoughts. Do not label the negative or intrusive thoughts because they do not deserve that in your life. And push past all the bullshit because you are beyond it all because you said so and that's it. You already knew this for yourselves though. You already knew this for yourselves because you said so and that's it. Because you said so and that's it. You are smarter than that because you said so and that's it. Because you said so and that's it. Because you are smarter than anyone or anything else around you. Main character status. And because you are the best. And being the best means that you are not going to settle for anything less than best. And so you will not be giving your attention to negative ass things in your life or any kind of intrusive thought by simply just letting it be, letting it pass, knowing that it will, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Know it for yourself, my love. Nothing in this world has any kind of leverage over you ever unless you allow it to. So then don't allow it to because you are so much better than that and you already knew that. You already fucking knew that. So know it truly within your heart that this is it for the rest of your life and that's it. That's it. Because you said so and that's it. Alright, y'all. That's basically for my video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate appreciate it. I intend that this video helped you to the best of its ability, and I know that it did because, bitch, listen up. Nothing in this world has to affect you in any way, shape, or form unless you allow it to. If you don't want to be that person that sits there and allows for them negative thoughts to affect you in the ways that you don't want them to, don't allow them to. The only way that they can affect you in that way is if you allow them to. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? It is as simple as that. Simply do not look that way to say that this can affect me in the way that it's trying to affect me, because I'm not giving it a place to affect me. These intrusive or negative thoughts do not deserve a place to stay within your life. They don't deserve to be messing with you. They don't deserve to be doing anything to you, because you are above it, you are beyond it, you are better than it. And so you being all of these amazing things, how can you fail? How can you really fail? There's no way that you can fail unless you allow yourself to fail. Just like that, unless you allow yourself to fail. If you look around and you're giving labels to every single thing in your life, you are giving importance to every single thing in your life. You wouldn't give importance to a rock by saying, if I don't carry this rock everywhere that I go, I get really bad luck because this is my lucky rock. Okay, well, you know, you can do that, like, good for you. But if you lose the rock, what are you gonna say? Oh my god, bruh, all the bad things are gonna happen to me. Oh my god, I'm so scared. Bitch, like, why would you give so much importance to a rock? To a rock? Put all that energy back into you. You are the only good luck charm that you need. You are the only good thing that you need. You are the only fucking thing that you need, period. That rock is not gonna get you what you want. You putting your energy into that rock saying that that rock is gonna give me everything that I want is then going to give you everything that you want, but that's a choice to make. That is a choice to make. If you choose for it to be that way, it is going to be that way, but you don't want it to be that way, so then don't allow it to be that way. You are beyond that fucking rock. You are beyond the negative, intrusive thoughts that you're labeling so much because you don't want them to affect you that much. You don't want them to, so then don't allow them to, because you are beyond them. Do not give them a place to stay. Do not. Anytime I have a negative or intrusive thought, I never say to myself, oh, this negative or intrusive thought is messing with me again. Absolutely not. I say, bitch, irrelevant, 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 irrelevant. Cannot affect me. Not real, not real, not real, not relevant. Absolutely not. And guess what, guys? It goes away because I say that it will, and that's it. No matter what kind of vibration this thought has, I don't give it any place to stay because I don't want to deal with it. And so I won't. And so I won't. And that's it. I will only deal with the positive things that I want in life. I will only deal with the best. I will only deal with everything that I want and need plus more because I want to, and that's it. And so with that being said, I will only claim the positive and amazing things in my life because that's what I want, and that's it. And that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing for yourself as well. Do not give space for these bitch ass thoughts to affect you, because bitch, the fuck, they are not meant to. They are not meant to. They are not meant to, because you said so, and that's it. That's it. That's it. Nothing in this world deserves any of your attention unless it's something good. So unless it's a thought that you want to associate yourself with, do not give it a title. Do not give it a name. Do not give it space to affect you, because you are beyond, above the main character. You are beyond it all. You exceed all limits because there are none, and you know that you can do it because you fucking said so. And so with that being said, keep this in mind always. No negative thought is a negative thought unless you say that it is. No intrusive thought is an intrusive thought unless you say that it is. And so with that being said, do not say that it is, because none of it is unless you say that it is. And that's it. Alright, y'all, I will see y'all this Monday for another video. Thank y'all so much again for watching. God bless y'all. Please take care, everybody. And let's go, y'all. We've had enough with giving labels to shit that we don't want to deal with in our lives. If we know that we're ignoring all the negatives, all the intrusives, all the pessimistics, all that shit that you don't want to be dealing with, why would you be giving your thoughts any kind of title enough to say that these things are important, that these things are worth looking towards, facing, dealing with, all that shit? Absolutely not. We don't want to deal with it, and so we won't, because we said so, and that's it. We're not going to take anything less than best because we are the best, and that's it. That's fucking it. No negative thoughts, no intrusive thoughts, none of it can affect us unless we say so, and so we won't let it, and that's it, because we said so, and that's it. Bye. Alright, y'all, it's time to boss up, mentally speaking, as if we haven't already, to make this life even easier than we've already made it for ourselves by not giving a title to any kind of negativity, intrusivity, pessimisticity, whatever the fuck, because none of them shits are effective within our life unless we give them space to be effective. And so with that being said, we are not going to give it space. We're not going to. Them broke bitches can go find someone else to go squat on, because we are not doing anything else rent free. Unless they're paying us, they don't get an invite. And that's it. We will not settle for anything less than best. And so with that being said, ignore, ignore, ignore. Gone, gone, gone does not exist unless you allow it to. And so with that being said, do not allow it to, because it does not belong with you, because you said so. And that's it. It is as simple as that, because you said so, and that's it. All you need to know for yourself, all you need to know, that they do not deserve a place to stay, and so they won't, because they can't, because you said so, and that's it.